Hey folks, how you doing? Good afternoon, everyone. It is just after 12 noon here in Trinidad, and I am actually coming on earlier because I am heading out with my girls, with the family. Actually, we've got some things to do in preparation for the new school term next year. All right, well, not next year, this year, next week, sorry. All right, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Hillary. I am the marketing mom. I'm a social media manager, digital marketing expert, business coach and trainer, and I work particularly with moms who are inside of the network marketing space, and also those who are building their business online, and teach and train different techniques and skills that you need to build a very solid business online using your marketing skills, so that you have the flexibility to pick up at 12 o'clock and say, let's just go to the mall, or 10 o'clock in the morning, let's go to the indoor facility for them to play. All right, because that's what, as moms, we found that it's better if we spend time with our kids, and a lot of the time that's most useful and beneficial actually are in the daylight hours. It's like when you come home after work, 4:30, 5 o'clock, you're tired, you've got to see about homework, you got to see about dinner, you got to make sure everything is prepared for the next day. You don't get a lot of quality time with your kids if you're doing that. But if you're working out of the comfort of your home like I am, you've got that opportunity to do that very easily. All right, so today what I want to be talking about is, there's this question inside of the network marketing community, and especially for those who are building their business online. All right, those who are building their business online, they've got these team meetings, and because they're doing it online, they're able to effectively have it at any time, anywhere. All right, a lot of people, they use Google Hangouts, or they use Zoom, or any other sort of platform like that, right? Any Skype. If your team, if you got maybe one of the paid accounts for Skype, because I know Skype can't take too many, but the reality is you meet in some form or fashion with your team. Now the reality is, why do we do it on Mondays instead of maybe on a Friday, or maybe and even in our accountability groups, we always meet on a Sunday, not even on a Monday, we meet on a Sunday. And the reality is, why meet the beginning of the week? Well, it's a no-brainer, but a lot of people have asked this question. Why Monday? What's so important about Monday? Why do I need to have a Monday motivational meeting for my team? And the reality is, maybe you don't need a kick in the butt on a Monday to get you going, but maybe somebody on your team does. And the reality is, everybody needs a little motivation. And what happens in those meetings is that sometimes you may have somebody on your team that's the quiet person who doesn't say anything, doesn't share anything, but then they're listening and hearing the questions, the comments, and all of the great things that have happened to another person throughout the week before. And this is something that it's really important in terms of motivation, is that you've got to have some sort of structure that's not only training oriented, okay, but you've got to have a structure where people are able to state what their wins were, state what their achievements is, state what their struggles were, not sticking too much on their struggles, because what you want to do is solve those problems as a team leader. Okay, as a team leader, what you are really looking at doing is trying to solve some of those problems if they mention any struggles that they had in the week. And basically, if you had listened to one of those lives that I did very close to the end of 2017, which was not too many days ago, all right, you could always go back and find it underneath the video section. And by the way, if you're liking this, don't forget to share, like the page, and also subscribe to notifications. If you're watching this on mobile, I believe you'll see the three ellipses, and then you could just turn on notifications. If you hit that, it's kind of like the menu that drops down, and you just turn on notifications, okay? But as I'm saying this, lost my train of thought. Anyway, so as I'm saying this, the training piece of it, you want to be able to identify what were the wins, what were the losses, and what were the things that you can do better. So just like I was saying, got my train of thought back there, in that light, that when we're looking at our goals, in terms of looking at your goals for the previous year, previous month, previous week, previous day, okay, you always want to look at what went well, what didn't go well, and what you could have done better. And that's kind of what the structure of your Monday motivational meetings. You want to be able to have that structure around it. So you let everybody contribute what went well. And it's not about, whether they made $100 last week or whether they made $200 last week. Maybe it was the first time they got on a phone call. Maybe it was the first time they did a Facebook Live. Maybe they actually got their first blog posted. And you want to celebrate these small wins. Because in celebrating these small wins, what you're doing is encouraging your team members to move forward. All right? You're encouraging. That's my 4-year-old. She just popped in to see what mommy was doing. All right? You want to encourage every small win, because sometimes a lot of people, they struggle with even the concept of being able to sell $50 of products, or even to bring somebody in to talk about the opportunity. But maybe they were a little more comfortable getting on a Facebook Live versus going and trying to sell somebody. And that you've got to really reward, okay, and hold up very highly in those Monday meetings. And why Monday? Because if you do it on a Monday, then they're motivated. They've got this sort of, mommy's coming. They've got this kind of momentum that, okay, I did that last week and I'm being cheered on to continue. So let's go somewhere. Let's see if we could do something else. And then in each category, all right, you know, you want to know what went well. That's the first thing you want to be able. And sometimes people are struggling with trying to find positivity in their life. So you as a team leader on those Monday motivational meetings, you've got to be able to pick out little things, okay? Maybe something that's, you know, huge for somebody is actually getting through a training, getting through maybe some sort of social media training or whatever it may be. And speaking of social media, if you really want to start learning how to attract people and position yourself with authority online, Social Media Recruiter, I've talked about this many times before. So I just want you to go to hillarydefreitas.com/SMR. I'm going to see if I could actually put that in the comments here on my phone, since I am, yes, I can. So I'm going to put it in here for you, Hillary DeFreitas, all right, and there may be a delay when this comes up, right, /SMR, because it's really a powerful training. So maybe this is a training that you want to share with your team members, okay, for them to be able to get more comfortable talking to people online, okay? All right, so that's what you want to do in your motivational Monday meetings. And why Mondays? Because if you do this on a Friday, you know, it's like, okay, the weekend comes, you're not in real work gear, regardless of whether you're, you know, in the work 9-to-5 mode or not. Quite frankly, weekends, a lot of people dedicate their weekends to family and friends. So you want to kick off the week, whether you do it on a Sunday. Maybe a Sunday is better for you, especially if you're doing it via Zoom or any of those sorts of digital meetings, all right, digital type meetings, video conferencing, or if you're doing it in person, you know, maybe you've got a small team and you all live in the same area, you can do it in person. But in the global marketplace that we're in these days, it's so much easier to just hop on a Skype, hop on a Zoom, and you've got enough room to have your entire team and actually go through, you know. And what is great about it is that you're still able to see each other, see their reactions, and you still have that camaraderie. I've been on a team when I first came into online marketing. So this is separate from network marketing, but online marketing, we had our own team, motivational team. We met on a Tuesday. It's still early enough in the week. All right, it was still early enough in the week that you were able to take that momentum and be like, yeah, good, let's go. All right, but Mondays always the best days. All right, so I hope I shared lots of value with you today, especially for those of you inside of the space, network marketing, or any other team building sort of space where you're trying to build a team. Okay, that's what you got to do. You've got to create a structure around their wins, their losses, and how they're gonna improve moving forward. Okay, so again, my name is Hillary, the Marketing Mom. Interested in learning more about how to position yourself on social media to build your business, hillarydefreitas.com/SMR. all right, I will see you tomorrow 12:30, or maybe before, maybe after, because the kids are still home and we're doing a lot of things, preparing them to get ready to go out to preschool next week. All right, have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye everybody.